Well, hello everybody. How are we doing today? I want to welcome you all to the winery cleanliness class that we've got going on. Winery hygiene is incredibly important. I know this is not exactly the most riveting class that you'll probably want to ever take, but it is probably one of the most important ones you can possibly look into. And the reason I say that is the first day of class in the enology and viticulture program, I will always tell people that if they don't want to clean, they aren't impressed with sanitation, and they're not impressed with general winery hygiene, that they can go to the door and leave now. Because the most important thing that we do in the wine production industry is maintain a hygienic cellar. And it's really important for us to do that for a variety of reasons. Primarily is we want good product outcome, and we want to be able to make sure that we can control the environment of our cellar as good as we can to produce really high quality wines that people are going to enjoy. And a dirty winery is just going to provide opportunities for all sorts of bad actors, bad microbes, bad things to take over your winery. And general housekeeping is just so dang important. If you can't keep your winery clean, if you can't keep it organized, you're going to have a lot more problems that are going to come along that you're going to have to fix later on. It's not terribly different from life. If you keep your life in some general sense of order, you keep your life in some general sense of complete, you get up in the morning and make your bed, you put on your shoes, make sure your pants are on, and you go about your life in a reasonable way, you'll have a reasonably good chance of success in life. The same is true of your winery. If you let your winery kind of fall apart, you don't take care of it, and you let things just sort of spiral out of control, the results are going to show in the wines. And the most basic fundamental thing you can do is kind of wake up every day and go into your winery with an attitude that I am going to, as a person in the wine producing industry, make the winery a clean, safe place to work. And winery cleanliness is foundational to that. Winery hygiene is foundational to that. So the class that I'm going to give you is going to be pretty short. We've got a few lectures I'm going to give you that are going to be recorded on YouTube, and you can go ahead and click on those and watch them at your own speed. The primary reason for these lectures isn't so much to tell you the right or wrong way to do things. It's to present you with some ideas, present you with the proper types of chemicals to use for cleaning and sanitation, to define cleaning and sanitation so that you can break that up into your winery's place. But most importantly, it's preparation. These lectures aren't going to be the end all to be all. They aren't the whole story. What they are is they're a primer. And then when we get together for our Zoom phone call, we can get together and talk about some ways that your individual wineries might benefit from creating a sanitation protocol. So what I want to do is act as sort of a lecture on the front end, which I'm going to give you some online content, which is what it is. But where the value I think for you is going to come in is when we get together in the Zoom chat and we have a chance to talk about what the best way for your winery is to go forward. So use these lectures as opportunities to create questions that you can pepper me with later so that maybe we can come up with some collaboration later on so that this becomes really beneficial for not only you, but the winery that you're working in. So I look forward to talking to you all. Go through these lectures on your time. They're only going to be 15, 20 minutes each, not a terribly long time. And then when we get together, make some notes, watch them at your own speed. Some of you may want to watch me at 1.5 speed. Some of you might find that I talk really fast and you might want to watch me at slow speed. And that's the great thing about YouTube. Just go to the little settings button and there's a little place where you can speed up or slow down. And then also another thing that's really useful is there's a subtitles button. And that's not always perfect because they're auto-generated. But for some people, reading along as they hear someone talk can help get lessons into their head a little bit more. So these are things that I do because I found myself using YouTube quite a bit lately and using online platforms quite a bit lately, like probably many of you have, to learn something. So I utilize those options during your YouTube sessions to get the most out of this that you can. And so I look forward to discussing this all more with you. Cheers, and try and stay riveted. It's a very fascinating topic. For me, it is anyway. I hope you enjoy it as well. Cheers.